I'm James MacKillop. I hold the Peter Boris Chair in Addictions Research, and I direct the Peter Boris Center for Addictions Research and the Michael DeGroot Center for Medicinal Cannabis Research. A unique strategy that we're using is developing living research environments in which we embed research questions in large, busy clinical programs. We use a translational approach to conducting addiction research. What this means is we're trying to translate basic findings into clinical advances. Some people call this a bench-to-bedside approach. But what we're trying to do really is connect the dots between basic behavioral science, cognitive neuroscience, and genetics to clinical research and to clinical treatments to really improve patient outcomes.
I think one of the most important things that James has done is to create a link between the lab and the clinic. The program that James runs in the addiction medicine program serves a teaching as well as a research function. And the teaching is in a number of dimensions. First of all, there are graduate students and postdoctoral students who get involved in the research. But there is also another educational dimension in that the clinicians get involved. They're exposed to new ideas, and you get a kind of collaboration going where the researchers are learning, including the students, are learning from the clinicians and vice versa.
We use brain imaging to try to understand where addiction lives in the brain. We look at cognitive performance as well as both structural and functional magnetic resonance imaging to understand the neural underpinnings of addictive behavior.
We feel very lucky to have James because it's not just a skill set that becomes important in something like this, it's the person behind the CV.
Dr. James MacKillop is a fantastic choice for the Mach-Gaensslen Foundation Prize this year. The topic of his research is absolutely essential to the whole field of mental health research because substance abuse spans basically all diagnoses in psychiatry. And also, given the recent legalization of cannabis in Canada, it's important to intensify our research efforts in this area for the well-being of our Canadian population.
Dr. James MacKillop is the recipient of this $100,000 prize because of his research background, his success so far, and we are pleased in the areas that he is studying which is badly needed, and that's in addiction and use of medical marijuana. The reason why we partnered with the Royal to create the Royal Mach-Gaensslen Foundation Prize is important to us as a donor, because of our strong emphasis and interest in encouraging mental health research.
James has an ability to relate to clinicians, to other researchers. He's just a tremendous collaborator. And that's an important part of the magic as we build ties between the Boris Center and the clinical program, and as we link together the various dimensions of our research programs. We feel really lucky to have him.
The Royal Mach-Gaensslen Prize is the most prestigious prize in Canada for mid-career mental health researchers, so it's a tremendous honor to receive the prize. More than that, though, it will allow me to be creative, innovative, and really exploratory in my existing research studies in ways that would not be permitted without it. And for that, I'm tremendously grateful.